I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. Hi everyone, I want to welcome you back to another episode of Expert in You podcast. I'm your host, Carden, and this week we are going into step 4 of my 5-step Expert in You method, where I help coaches, consultants, and professional service providers scale a multiple 6- and 7-figure ultra high-end business. And this week we're going to be talking about scaling and growing your business. Now, if you haven't been following along the past few weeks, I've been taking one step at a time from my method, and I've been going deeper into each one of those steps. The first week, I talked about how to package and price your services and get away from things like charging a la carte or by the hour or by the day, and really how to put together your offers of services in a way that you can serve your clients at a higher level and make a lot more money. The second week, I talked about how to market. How do these ultra high-end clients buy, and what do they expect from you, and how should you be marketing to reach them? So I dove into that. Last week, we talked about how to sell to these ultra high-end clients and how to do it in a way that it leverages your time. You're not chasing clients. You're not writing endless proposals. And I really showed you how to close more sales and more clients. So this week is all around growth and scaling. So if you've not yet watched those other 3 podcasts, I want to encourage you to go back and check those out because I give everything away in those podcasts to really help you. But often coaches, consultants, professionals don't get into multiple 6 and 7 figures because they become a bottleneck in their business. They are working with clients and often they get stuck in fulfillment. So how can you get out of this? How can you have a business that gives you the life and the freedom that you want, and you can make money beyond your wildest dreams? Well, let's get started. First of all, how you structure your business, the business model that I talked about 3 weeks ago, is a huge, huge piece of being able to have a business that gives you freedom. But I want to talk to you about a way to add services without getting stuck in your business. And I really believe that if you start with your main thing, the highest value service that you can offer your ideal clients, then you can build out from there. A lot of times people think that adding adding more money to their business means they have to add lots of different things. And in a way, yes, you want multiple income streams. You don't want to just have one income stream in your business. But you can do this the hard way, which means you're adding things that are not related. For example, a consultant who is adding a supplement and they're now trying to build a multi-level marketing business on top of their consulting practice. This is a much harder business model. So the thing that I teach is you take your core offer and you expand out from your core business. So your core business remains your core business. And then from there, you can add lots of new income streams, and you can add lots of ways that people can work with you and multiple things that you're selling, but everything can be done at a very high level, and it can be done naturally. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. So first of all, my Expert in You method is my core business. I help people really, I extract the value that they can bring to their clients, and I help them get really ultra high-end clients. And that's where we start in their business. How can we take what you're selling and make that your low-end offer, and then give you higher levels of services when you work with your clients? So a good example of this is I have a client, when I first started with her, we 5 times her offer what she was selling. That has now become her lowest sale, her lowest offer, and we have given her levels above that, and now she's actually making 20 times more than she was making when I first started working with her. So as we've evolved her business, we've been able to keep taking things up a notch. And now what was crazy to her when we actually packaged that up and she was making more money with her offer than she ever had made, is now her very low offer. So this is what I'm talking about, is really creating those different levels within your business of services. So for example, you can work with me privately. This is one income stream that I have. Now I have 3 levels of private coaching. You can work with me in an intensive, a VIP, maybe a half a day or a full day intensive, where we're working on something specific that you need done in your business and you want it very quickly. You can work with me over an 8 or a 12-week amount of time where I'm still working with you privately. I'm still doing all the same things that I do with my clients, but maybe you need a little bit more than a half a day or a full day. Or you can work with me 12-month, where you're really ready to go into new levels and you want that ongoing guidance and support, and you want to continue to grow and scale. So those are private ways that you can work with me. Now I have another level to my business where I offer a mastermind, and I actually offer 2 levels in my mastermind. I have a startup level and I have an experience level, or what I call an expert level, where now you're looking for more growth. So that's a one-to-many approach. Now my coaching though is I still keep it at a very high level. I only work with 6 people in each of those groups. I don't herd people through my programs like cattle. I don't believe in working at that level. I want to work with people at a much higher level, and I want to serve them at a higher level. And so I keep my programs very streamlined, and I also keep them very small so that people get high touch with me. Now, the next thing that I do is I have an income stream where I speak and I get paid to speak. I also can run workshops and seminars where I get paid for those, and that's another income stream. But here's the thing, none of these things that I'm talking about are a disconnect from my core offer. I'm out there marketing myself the same way all the time. It's just when people come to me, now I have different ways that they can work with me. Now, yes, I might go out and market a workshop, or I would go out and look for a speaking engagement where I could get paid, but I'm still selling the same thing. I'm not out there trying to be completely disconnected from what it is I do in my business. I'm still an expert at helping people build an ultra high-end coaching, consulting, or professional services business to multiple 6 and 7 figures and even beyond. And that's what I market and sell. So do you see where I'm going with this? Now, I also have my books. Those would be my very lowest ticket, but that's passive, right? That just kind of comes. I don't really have to market. I just mention that I have a book at different times on podcasts and things like that, and people can naturally go and buy my books. But I also offer retreats. Now, the great thing about the retreats that I have in my business is they are for both my clients and they are for both people that want to come and be part of that. And they're luxury retreats. And so it's a time for me to get together with my clients and really work on their business, but other people can be a part of that high-level retreat as well. So that's another service that I have as well. So there are so many layers to my business of things that I offer. But again, none of them are a disconnect. Also, I have a marketing agency where I work with people on attraction marketing and media. So I offer LinkedIn marketing. I have a program and a system for LinkedIn. Again, a lot of times my clients naturally need that, and so I have that service available for them. I can help them get their book written in less than 60 days and get positioned on syndicated podcast and in the media and in a press release and get a media kit done and all of those things that I know my clients are going to need as they're leveling up their business. Now, here's the great thing. I have a partnership with someone where we share revenue on those services. I don't have to go out and do those services. I have a referral partner and we share the revenue. So this is another way that you can scale your business. Now, I also in my agency can get websites done for my clients, or I can help them get their social media marketing done if they need that, or get video editing done. These are all, again, services that I offer my clients. But guess what? Once again, I am not doing these services. I have partnerships with people where we are sharing the revenue. So I have created these different income streams within my business for things that are a natural fit for my ideal clients, but I don't have to do all of the work. So this is how you can leverage your business. So a good example of this would be your consultant. You're going in, you're working with companies, and maybe there are other things that you see that they need. You could build partnerships with people where you're not just referring that business to your client, but you're actually partnered with these people to get that work done for your client, but you're not doing the work and you're still making a new stream of income from those things. So this is a way to build out what are the natural things that your clients are going to need that now you can provide. Because here's what I'll tell you. If you don't provide the things that your clients need, they will go elsewhere and find those services. And this doesn't make sense. When you're already with them, you can serve them at the highest level, when you can really give them anything and everything they need, right? You're serving them at a higher level, but you're also building income streams into your business. So for example, if something went away tomorrow in my business, but I know people still want to write books, I could easily shift and pivot and go help people write books. Or if I know that people want to get featured as a paid speaker, I could easily shift or pivot and go market that and help people do that. So when you are offering these different multiple income streams, it gives you so many different ways that you could work in your business. And you're not really a one-trick pony or which a lot of coaches are. They only can do one thing. They only know how to do one thing. And if that thing is all of a sudden no longer relevant, they're out of business. I see this, oh my goodness, so much on Facebook. People building their entire business around Facebook. And if Facebook goes away, they lose their business. I actually had my account hacked. It's been probably over a year now on Facebook, and I had built up quite a following, a great group. I was making a lot of money off of Facebook. And then all of a sudden my account got hacked and I was completely shut down and shut out. Fortunately, I knew not to build my business in one place. I had an email list. I had other clients I could go to. I know how to go out and speak. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm in other places. I had a YouTube channel. I had other things that I was already doing in my business. And I had clients that were working with me monthly. So my business didn't go away because I wasn't out there just doing one thing. And this is what I highly recommend when you're building a business, is don't pigeonhole yourself into only doing one thing. If you're doing business in the right way and you're building a business in the right way and building your business out, there are no limits, and it's very easy to shift and pivot. Through the pandemic, I lost a couple of clients, but for the most part, my business was completely sustainable, and even towards the end of the year, it started growing. I saw so many consultants consultants and coaches who went back and got jobs, and so many of them who did not know what to do when that pandemic hit, and so many of them lost their businesses. And that's why don't just rely on one thing. Don't rely on one client. Don't rely on one platform. Don't rely on one means of building your business. For example, a lot of speakers all of a sudden struggled when again the pandemic hit, and I'm just using that as an example because they had built their whole business around speaking. They had nothing else to offer, and this is a very dangerous way to build a business. So if you want to be sustainable and you want to be around for a long time and you want to grow and scale to whatever level, then you've got to think bigger and expand what you are doing. And how can you add new layers of income streams to your business? Now, the one thing that I will tell you I have not yet done, which is maybe in the works, I'm still thinking hard about it, is I have not created a product for my business. And the reason for that is I haven't really had to. When I say a product, I'm talking about a course to teach people how to build a business that doesn't require any of my time. I have not done this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I know people don't get results from courses unless they have some kind of hands-on help. In that course, I've seen it over and over again. I mean, the success rate of courses is so very, very low. That's one reason I haven't done it. The second reason I haven't done it is because I really haven't needed to. My business does very, very well without that. I have multiple ways people can buy my services and multiple ways I work with clients, and I just haven't really wanted to spend the time on that. My book, again, is the closest thing I have to that type of income stream. So figure out how you can expand out on your services. What else do your clients need? Even before I worked with coaches and consultants and I was serving small business owners, I also did the same thing. I partnered with people who I knew would be good partnerships for the things that my clients needed. So I partnered with marketers. I partnered with systems people that could provide systems and CRMs for my clients. I partnered with people who wanted to go in and do leadership programs or sales programs where I didn't want to go in and do that work. And so there's no shortage of ways to do this, but you have to really expand your mind beyond what you are doing and everything being you. And you have to just think that there's so much out there and there are so many opportunities. It really comes down to having a strategy. How much money do you want to make? How do you want to make that money? And then what are the pieces that you need to have in place? And here's the other thing. When you're starting with ultra high-end clients first, you will now have the cash flow and the means to be able to do other things in your business. If you're always strapped about where your next client's going to come from because you need income, you haven't structured your business in a way that it's scalable or sustainable. And this is a very dangerous place to be. If your whole marketing plan is around referrals, you don't have control over your business unless you have an incredible marketing system in place to be able to generate referrals at will. If you don't have that, you don't have predictability and sustainability in your business. So you've got to create your own systems, your own processes, so that you have control over your business as much as you possibly can have. And when you do this and you structure your business in the right way, there will be no limits as to what you can accomplish in your business. So I want you to think about how can you get out of being the only person that does things, the only person bringing in the money, the only person making the money, and how can you add new layers and new income streams to your business. And even if you want to hire a small team, when you're working at a higher level, you can hire a small team to do some of the work for you so that you can grow your business, so that you can work and bring in more money and work with more clients. Also think about other layers layers in your business is a one-to-many approach, like I've talked about. Everything doesn't have to be one-on-one custom work. Sure, you should have a certain amount of custom work, but what is beyond that? If you're only doing custom work, you don't have, again, sustainability in your business. What are some other levels that you could add that wouldn't be dependent on you, that someone else could go and market? And so I have many, I think I have 10 income streams. I think when I figured it was around 10 income streams that I have in my business. And the thing is, I really only do the work for 3 or 4 of those. And my time is so leveraged that I literally do only work part-time in my business. So can you do this? You can, when you structure things in the right way. I hope this has been helpful. Think about the ways that you can grow and scale your business. Think about adding new layers. Think about building out versus building all these different paths that aren't related. That's a very, very tough way to build a business. Think about taking your core business and building out from there and expanding out to offer all of these different income streams. I'm going to draw something for you really quickly that I just thought about that might be of help to you. Let me grab a piece of paper here and let me show you the way a lot of people build new income streams. It looks like this. They build all these different paths that are not related at all, but here's what I teach. I teach you start here, okay, this is your core offer, and you build out from there. Very different. This is a natural path because people will want all of these different things, and you don't have to go out and market 10 different things. If you're doing this, you've got 3 different things that you have to be out there marketing all the time for those pathways to be lucrative for you. So I hope this helps. If you need help scaling or growing your business, let's have a conversation. I would love to see what you're doing. We can map out a brand new strategy for you. And really, a lot of times it doesn't even take a whole lot to add new income streams to your business. But I will tell you, it's hard to figure these things out sometimes for yourself. Sometimes it's a lot easier to work with someone that can really help extract all the value that you can offer and ask the right questions so that you can easily map out a brand new strategy to grow and scale your business to whatever levels you choose. You have no limits except the ones that you impose on yourself. And if you're getting stuck in fulfillment, if you're the bottleneck of your business, well, then you have more of a job and not a business. So I hope this is helpful. You can book a call at acarden.com if you're interested in having a conversation with me. I will talk to you next week where we will actually talk about speed. Speed the results in your business. Speed your success. We're going to dive into that next week. So thank you for being here. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. Hit the notification because every week I release new episodes. Have an amazing day. God bless you. Bye-bye. If you've enjoyed this episode, I want to invite you to go check out a free training that I have at expertinu.us. It is a training that I have on how you can get ultra premium dream clients, scale your business, get more freedom, and really simplify your business and multiply your money. So go check that out. And again, that is expertinu.us. I want to thank you for being here with me this week. I hope you found massive value. Please always leave a comment, feedback, or a question. We check them all. And I want you to go rock your business and make sure you join us again next week. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.